A bizarre twist in a year-old Sand Lake murder. A witness that will never take the stand.
The family of Martin Durham says that his pet bird, Bud, was home when he was killed and that the parrot can't stop talking about it. 24-hour News 8's Ken Kolker is here with a story you'll only see on 8.
Yeah, Brian Sue, Bud is an African gray parrot that lived with Martin Durham and his wife Glenna when Martin was shot and killed in their home in May 2015. The wife also suffered a gunshot wound to the head, which police now believe was self-inflicted.
That bird picks up anything and everything, and it's got the filthiest mouth around.
The bird, they say, mimicked both Durham and his wife Glenna, who was listed as a suspect in her husband's death, at least according to Michigan State Police reports obtained by 24-hour News 8. Durham's family says they took this video of Bud several weeks after Martin Durham was shot. It starts what sounds like an argument, with the bird changing voices.
And all of a sudden, this came out of the parrot's mouth. I personally think he was there, and he remembers it, and he's saying it.
Police reports obtained by 24-hour News 8 show that a witness asked police whether they could use the bird as evidence, but they didn't show that the detective responded. Newaygo County Prosecutor Robert Springstead says he's aware the couple has a bird that talked, but said he had not seen that video. We took the video to Casa La Parrot in Grand Rapids.
It's definitely an argument between a man and a woman.
She says it's not unusual for African gray parrots to mimic male and female voices. Did you hear that?
Yeah, don't effing shoot. In my mind, it's something that he's definitely heard before.
Okay, but could he have heard it the day that the shot was fired?
Sure, absolutely. And if it's fresh in his mind, he might even say it more now.
State police identified the wife as a suspect in a murder-attempted suicide, suggesting she shot him 5 times before turning the gun on herself. They say she left 3 suicide notes, and they say the gun belonged to the family. But in an interview with police after she recovered, she denied killing him, saying she remembered nothing until she was in the hospital.
That's frustrating. I cry.
Constantly. And the worst thing for a husband to do is to look over at his wife crying. And there's absolutely no way of comforting this woman because there's no settlement there at all.
Now, we tried talking with the wife today, the victim's wife, but nobody would come to the door of her family's home. The prosecutor today told us he expects to make a decision in 2 or 3 weeks on whether to file charges.
That is just uncanny,
Right.
the ability of the bird to mimic whatever was happening there, if indeed that was what was happening. How do we know it's not the television or something like that?
Well, that could very well be the case, but, you know, the person at the Casa La Parrot was saying that that's an unusual. They can actually mimic voices and they can mimic arguments, and she said it's not unusual, so.
All right.
Ken Kolker, thank
Thanks,
you, Ken.
Ken.